Welcome to SS Bhushan's channel. I am SS Bhushan. If you haven't subscribed my channel yet, please subscribe SS Bhushan's channel because SS Bhushan's channel is the only channel that caters to the needs of the viewers in both English and Telugu media. Now let us come to the Grammar 24, that is 24th chapter. So far we have learned 4 chapters on prepositions. Of course, we can deal with another 2 or 3 chapters also, but I want to conclude this chapter at least with this video. Now coming to the phrasal prepositions. What is meant by a phrase? A group of words is called a phrase. In that group of words, if a preposition is included, then it is called a phrasal preposition. Just try to remember like that. We don't want definitions. The right usage in the right context is important. Now coming to the usage of some selected phrasal prepositions that which come in our day-to-day life or in our routine life or in some competitive examinations. Okay. Now coming to abide by. The verb form abide takes after it by, the preposition by. We shouldn't say abide to. We shouldn't say abide of or on. The right preposition is abide by, after abide by. So what is the meaning of it? That means sticking to or adhering to or following some rules. Adhering to some rules or following some rules. Okay. So we have to abide by the traffic rules. We have to abide by the Indian Constitution. Now the next one. Account for. For example, I gave 300 rupees to Jayanti and asked her to bring some sweet and hot or something. Later, I asked her to submit the account for the money given. In such a case, we have to use this account for, not account of the money. That is wrong usage. Account, please submit the account for the money. I requested Srinu to submit the account for the money spent. Next one, afraid of. After afraid, you have to use of. I am afraid of snakes. Babu is afraid of Bhushan. Papu is afraid of Jagan. So here, afraid of. Next one, agree with. When we want to say that this person has come to an agreement with this person on a particular issue, then we have to use agree with. Tanmay agreed with Parjanya on vacating the house. Agreed with Parjanya. Okay. Next one. Agree to. Parjanya agreed to Tanmay's marriage proposal. So when we wish to say something or when we want to suggest something that is almost like a suggestion or a proposal, then we have to use to. Next. Agree on. Kamal agreed on paying the fee of Vimal. See this usage. Agreed on paying the fee. Okay. Here in this context, you have to use on only. Next one. Aim at. Parjanya aimed at an IIT seat in Chennai. When you fix some targets, when you fix a person as a target also, in such cases, you have to use at. Jagan aimed at Babu. In the same manner, Sonia aimed at Jagan, but of course, ultimately, Sonia was defeated. So, Parjanya aimed at an IIT seat in Chennai. So, aimed at. We shouldn't say aim to. That is the wrong usage. Next, when we want to say that this particular seat or room is allotted to a person, then you have to say to. After allot, this verb takes to. Allot to. These seats are allotted to VIPs. These seats are allotted to the students of BSc or BA. Next, apologize for. When we want to ask, when we want to request a person to forgive us on some misconduct or misbehavior, then we have to use this for. Apologize for. I apologized for kicking him, for stamping her foot, for slapping her. So apologized for. This for must be used in case of misconduct or misbehavior. The same one, see, apologized to. The same seeking forgiving is, when we use this one, we have to use to when it is applied to a person. I apologize to Tamanna. I apologize to Srinu. What for? For stamping her foot or for slapping him. Apologized to a person. Apologized for misconduct or misbehavior. Next one. When we apply for a post or when we apply for a leave, then we have to say for, apply for. And in my usage also, you might have observed the way I use these prepositions also. Automatically in our day-to-day life, if we are very conscious in using them, it will come out without your knowledge also, without your consciousness. So apply for. Selena applied for leave. After applied for. The same one must be used like this. Applied to. Selena applied to her principal. What did she apply? Selena applied for leave to her principal. Okay? To. Here a person. Here the reason or something important. Next one. Believe in. I believe in. After believe you have to use the word in. I believe in homeopathy. I believe in Ayurvedic. I believe in Hindu mythology. Next. Belong to. I belong to Hyderabad. After belong you have to use to. I belong to Visakhapatnam. This pen belongs to me. This road mic belongs to me. Next one. Break into or broke. I wrote the past tense. Broke into. The thief broke into the house. The thief broke into the house of Bhushan or Sriya or Shruti Hasan. There won't be any thief who seeks the permission of the house owner and after giving shake hand he won't come in a direct manner. He never seeks permission. He breaks. Here it doesn't mean that he broke the doors literally, but here without the knowledge of the house owner, if some stranger enters that house, then we have to use this break into. The thief broke into the house. Next one. Bring down. Bring down means reducing. The CM promised to bring down the prices. The CM promised to bring down the prices of vegetables or onions. Next, here it may not be visible to you, but please forgive me and listen. Bring out. Bhushan will bring out a book shortly. Bring out means bring into limelight or publish something or giving for a print. Bring out. Bhushan will bring out a book shortly. Once upon a time I brought this book and now I would like to bring another book also. Okay. Next one. Bring up. Pappu was brought up by Narayana. Pappu, it is the name of a person. Pappu was brought up means here rearing, rare, R-E-A-R, rare. Okay. My grandmother brought me up. So this after being you have to use this up in case if you want to say that person in his childhood or the entire responsibility was taken by that particular person, then you have to use bring up. Next one. Call for. We have to call for 108 in case of emergency. After call, you have to use for when we want to make a call to some important organization or public service, etc. So here anyway call for is the right usage. Next one, call on. When do we use this call on? The minister called on the CM. Here it means that the minister attended the meeting with the CM. Okay, called on means it doesn't mean that the minister called the CM. No, the minister attended the meeting. Call off. Call off means the leader called off the strike. That means putting full stop for the agitation or for the strike, for the ongoing strike. Then you have to use this. The union leader called off the strike. Bhushan called off the strike. Next, comment on. When somebody gives a statement and if you want to respond it or if somebody asks you to comment on his statement, then you have to use on. Srikanth commented on Bhaskar's statement. Next, and this one also in most of our competitive examinations we come across this. Congratulate on. After congratulations you have to use on. I congratulated him on his MP ticket, on getting MP ticket. I congratulated him on achieving first rank. So our students congratulated me on my success. Our students congratulated me on my videos. Next one, depend on or depend upon, both are same. Don't depend upon her too much. Don't depend on her too much. Both are right. Next one, that means for our needs, generally we depend on someone. So here we say depend on. Next, hope for. We must always be optimistic, and after hope we have to use for. We have to hope for the best after the exam. We should not be pessimistic. We should not be gloomy. We must be always positive. So hope for. Invite to. I invited Karunakar to lunch. So here you might think that why this object came here. It will come. I invited whom? To Karunakar for lunch. So I invited Karunakar to lunch. This preposition can be used anywhere. It must be used in the right context. That is important. Jump to. Don't jump to a conclusion. Don't jump to immediate conclusions. So here jump, after jump you have to use to. When we want to say that don't come to a quick decision or don't come to a final decision. Next, knock it. When we want to make some sound, whether that person is in the house or not, we have to knock at the door or knock at something. Knock at. Suresh knocked at the door. Next, laugh at. Don't laugh at his stammering speech. It is his problem. So don't laugh at. After laugh, you have to use at. Suppose my shirt is torn here, then you shouldn't laugh at me. Laugh at me. Next, listen to. Listen to the PM's speech. Listen to Bhushan's lecture first. One must listen to the class first, then only put questions. Listen to. Okay. Next one. Prepare for. Bhushan is preparing for the next video. After prepare, you have to use for, not to. Bhushan is preparing for intermediate examination. Bhushan is preparing for civil services examination. But you shouldn't say Bhushan is preparing to. Okay. Prevent from. The police prevented the farmers from entering the gate. After prevent, you have to use from. There are other words also. I told you long back in my earlier video, that is grammar 20 or 21. Prevent from, escape from, debar from. Next, another one also I forgot. Prevent from, escape from, debar from. I forgot something. Grammar 22. Please go to grammar 22 or 21. Next one, refer to. We have to refer to OALD when we come across difficult words. OALD means Oxford Advanced Learners Dictionary or Collins Coble Dictionary. Okay, any dictionary or Longman's Dictionary. So refer to. The patient was referred to Andhra Medical College. Referred to. That means he was sent to. Or when we come across any doubt, we have to seek the permission or we have to gain that knowledge from somewhere else. So in such cases, you have to use refer to. Run after. Don't run after lottery tickets. They will run you into debts. Run after. That means going after these lottery tickets. All of a sudden to become Ambani, it may not be possible for a common man. But the common man thinks that if I buy these lottery tickets, I may become a rich man. No, don't run after lottery tickets. They will run into debts. They will make you to plunge into debts. Next, search for. Shama is searching for her keys. Search for. Shama is searching for hers. After search, you have to use for. Searching for my books, searching for my bag. Generally, children, they search for their books, pens, pencils when they start to their school. Next one, smile at. Children feel happy when you smile at them. Children feel happy when you smile at. After smile, you have to use at only. Okay, there may be some people like Babu who don't smile at all. But children feel very happy when you smile at them. They respond to our smile. Speak on. Again, I use respond to our smile. Speak on. KRS Iyengar can speak on English literature for hours together. Speak on a particular subject. Okay. Next, when we want to say speak to a person, then we have to use speak to. Why don't you speak to the manager? Why don't you speak to him? Why don't you talk to the principal? Okay, talk to again. Talk to. So these are some prepositions, and again there are, for example, I like sweets. I am fond of sweets. Bhushan is fond of sweets. Of fond, after fond you have to use of. In the same manner, accused of. Babu is accused of stabbing his father-in-law. So accused, after accused you have to use of. There are some other interesting prepositions also. For example, familiar to. Bhushan is familiar to the students of AP and Telangana. Familiar to. Bhushan is familiar with English grammar. Familiar with. Manmohan is familiar with financial matters. I love Manmohan. Manmohan is familiar with financial aspects. Familiar with a subject, familiar to the people of AP and Telangana. In the same manner, I feel sympathy. I feel sympathy. I used the word feel. Feel, sympathy, noun. I feel sympathy for Pappu. I sympathized with Pappu. I sympathized with Pappu on his defeat. I sympathized with. But in the previous sentence I used feel. I feel I feel sympathy. I feel sympathy towards Pappu. I sympathize with Pappu. I feel sympathy for Pappu. Hope you understood. Towards is also right one. Okay. So there are a number of things we have to learn. Please subscribe SS Bhushan. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe, and not only subscribing, please share the links of SS Bhushan to all of your WhatsApp contacts, because SS Bhushan is the only channel that caters to the needs of the viewers in both English and Telugu media. Thank you.